This Tommy Fury fight tonight.
Yes.
I want to touch on this quickly.
Hmm.
So Tommy Fury, he's fighting Jake Paul, who, I would say he's the face of influencer boxing. That's what I
Yes.
call it. He's the face of that. Anyway, Tommy Fury, he's what, 8-0. So this is his ninth fight. They're about to fight now. But we all know Tommy Fury's from Love Island. Now, I'm just gonna say it straight because I don't care about the event, none of that. If Tommy Fury loses that fight, not only is his boxing career finished, he's gonna make his family look crazy as well.
Yeah.
Like and when I say he can't even go the distance, Noble, like he has to go in there and KO my man in like 3 rounds to be taken serious in boxing. Like if he don't knock out Jake Paul in 3 rounds, he's done out here, man. Even if he goes the distance, he's done out here because a man who has not boxed his whole life versus a man who's boxed his whole life, all this talk that family come with, we're fighting men, we are. We'll fight any man born of his mother and all this stuff, what they say.
Yes.
You
Yes.
better go in there and literally play with Jake Paul and knock him out. Anything less than that, you're done out here. That's all I gotta say. What you say, though, boy?
Well, let's add some more detail onto this here. As you say, he comes from a fighting family, champion, heavyweight, doing his thing, blah blah blah. I only kind of maybe last 2 years kind of figured out or heard of this guy. Very limited sort of record, as you say, 8-0. But let's look at his opponents. Now, you know this already, like, but for the MMA fans and the casuals, like, I'm sure I looked at his fighters, his opponents even, and between them, I think they've got like 150 plus losses and like only maybe a maximum of 20 wins between his fights, between all of their combined fights.
You see it?
Now, he's clearly not fighting like people on a level, but this is what boxers do. This is what the boxing game is. You fight cans or journeymen, quote unquote. You get your experience up and they're up here every time, every time. But it doesn't seem like there were huge jumps within Tommy Fury's sort of professional career, should we say. Um, so that's the first thing. And as you've said, like based upon his lineage and repping UK and stuff, he needs to, and for the boxing fraternity, he needs to show Mr. Paul like some lessons. He needs to teach him a lesson and take him out in a very spectacular fashion, should we say? This cannot go the distance. He cannot win on points. Um, Now let's look at his opponent, celebrity influencer boxer doing his thing, man, making some very good decisions again, as boxers do in regards to the type of fighters he's fighting. He's fighting like last fight was that Anderson Silva,
Yeah, Anderson Silva was last.
and Anderson Silva like almost 50 years of age, yeah, still put up a very good fight, man. Boxing isn't his thing. He's a retired MMA fighter. Now he's been fighting MMA fighters: Anderson Silva, Tyron Woodley twice, um, Ben Askren, and then these other guys. But what I will say is I respect what Jake Paul is doing in regards to, I guess, and you can come back on this, shining a light and bringing some eyes back onto boxing. Number one. Number two, him as a rookie professional, he's elevating his game every single time he steps into that ring. And based upon the performances that I've seen, Tommy Fury hasn't got a chance in hell. I really don't think Tommy's going to do anything spectacular. I don't think I'm seeing maybe fourth round. and he's done at the most. Yeah, this is a lose-lose.
Yeah, it's hard, man, because Tommy Fury hasn't fought no one, as you said. He hasn't. I would actually say, even though the people Jake Paul are not fighting, I mean, that are not proper boxers that he's fought previously, they are very good strikers.
Yes.
And a lot of them train boxing heavy, especially Anderson Silva and Tyron Woodley. Now, I know it's two different sports, and I hate all this like MMA, boxing crossover. It's two different sports.
Yes.
You wouldn't have a baseball man playing a rounders player. It's just two different sports. So what my thing is this, I'm saying, can you hear that?
No.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so my thing is, Jake Paul, he definitely knows some stuff. He knows his way around the ring. He knows how to handle himself.
Yeah.
I'm not impressed by none of Tommy Fury's fights.
No.
He looks horrible. In most of what I've seen him fight, he looks horrible, but at the same time, that's how boxers are built. They're built with weak opposition, confidence building. It's just going to be, I feel like the secondhand embarrassment. I'm going to get secondhand embarrassment if Tommy Fury loses this. He better make sure he wins and KOs a man if he don't. And Jake Paul, you got to think, he's a very, he's a wind-up merchant, Noble.
Yes.
He's so good at doing it as well. Like, I was watching the face-off just before we started recording, and he knows how to wind people up without winding people up. He's very smug. He's very, like, he knows how to say things to make you think. And Tommy Fury better just hope he wins. He better just hope, because the way I don't believe Jake Paul's taking no fights that he can lose.
Of course not.
He ain't, because all that stuff about our fight Canelo, all that's rubbish. Canelo will finish him inside 30 seconds. Canelo will destroy him. But I feel like the fact that he's paying Tommy Fury $4 million.
And is that what the purse is?
The purse is $4 million English.
Flip.
And Jake Paul said he'll double the money if he loses. So they've done a thing now where Tommy Fury said, if I lose, I don't get paid nothing. And if I win, Tommy Fury gets paid double. Jake Paul put that offer on the table. So when a man's talking like that, there's something you gotta think to yourself. A man talking like that, like,
listen,
he knows he's gonna win.
He did the same thing with Woodley. There was a knockout bonus of 250K. He also gifted him, was it a Submariner, some big boy watch thing?
Yeah,
big boy. So like, he's smart, man. As I say, I'm not down with the Paul brothers, but what I am down with is their work ethic, man. You say what you want, like, in regards to their personality, but look, they're coming in, they're putting in a lot of work, and they're doing the thing, they're really making some waves, man. When they first came out, I was like, who the hell are these people? I've never heard of them. They're Disney people and this and that. But when you start to dig in their background, like, both of them have an extensive wrestling background. They're college educated. Like, these ain't no silly people. They're up to ass and stuff, but they're clever, man. Forget the scamming things and all that kind of stuff with the big boy.
They know their way around the internet, 100%.
Yes.
Gotta give that to them. I mean, just look at the money that's being generated between them two brothers.
Yeah.
With the Prime drink and even the boxing, and these men are printing money, man.
Exactly. Listen, and these are the times. This is the era where, if you've got a presence, an idea, if you're a personality, utilize that now. Parlay yourself and get yourself your liquor little company, or your hydration drink, whatever. Like, look, these man's Prime, KSI and Logan, they're linked with the UFC now. How the hell does that even work?
Official drink
Yeah.
of the UFC. Official drink. You know how big that deal is?
It's massive.
Because it used to be a Monster, I believe.
Monster. No, what it is, they're the official hydration drink for the UFC. And you've got prime corners. You've got a prime corner. So you got the blue corner and the red corner. So it's however they do it, it's like the prime red corner and prime blue corner kind of thing. The UFC are taking the liberties, man. They're linking up with everybody. Crypto whatever currency thing, and this person and Monster, and every minute Bruce Buffer, go watch the up and coming Kill Me movie appearing now in theaters near you. It's like, come on, man, like it's coming on visually. You don't need to announce it in the middle of a main event and all that kind of thing. Like, as you say, man, like they're parlaying themselves into a real nice position.
Crazy. It's crazy.
Hey,
crazy. But let's see what happens, man. I can't wait to see the outcome tonight.
What about your boy? He's fighting as well tonight.
Who we talking?
Mayweather.
No, it's a joke thing, man. All that stuff there, yeah. You see, like them, like, because these man opened the flood doors to all that. It was it Mayweather and McGregor that started all this?
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah, man, it's a circus thing, like, and the thing is, even though it's exhibitions, Mayweather needs to be careful because time catches up to everybody, and just he needs to stop jumping in and playing around like this because he can get caught with something one of these days, man, and it can ruin his legacy because. I keep telling people, if Roy Jones would have retired, but he won the heavyweight championship. Yeah. Listen, he'd have a statue.
Exactly.
You know what level we'd hold that man to. I remember seeing Roy Jones when I was younger and just thinking, no one's ever going to beat this guy.
And
no one's ever going to, it doesn't matter what anyone does. He's too fast.
Yes.
Just not going to beat him. When I started to see him getting knocked out and
knocked out,
cold, like when Tarver knocked him out, and I remember that night when Tarver just KO'd him, and I remember thinking to myself,
was that the one and he almost fell out the ring? Right near the ropes?
That was when that was like the start of the end, and like he came back, and I was thinking he should have just had a few more, won, and then just been like, oh, that knockout I had, that was a bad night for me or whatever, but he kept going on. And just getting tom pop, getting knocked out. I can't even remember the prime Roy Jones anymore.
I know, it's a
I just
memory.
remember the knockouts, and I'm just thinking, like Tarver, would Tarver have beat him in his prime? I don't know, because the end of the day, Tarver was in his prime at the same time, and it's like you can't say because was it just speed carrying him? You got some man where it's just. You're not an all-round fighter if it's only power. If it's only speed, it's only power. If you're not a balanced fighter, then remember you get exploited like with Tyson. People say all this stuff about Tyson, yeah. But what you have to remember is a lot of the people that jumped in the ring with Tyson already lost because they were feeding into this baddest man on the planet. Yo, he's a killer. So when man would go in the ring, losing already, the first brother who went in that ring believing he could win won. Buster Douglas. That was the year I was born, 87, I believe. And my man flew into the ring and just, he weren't sure. Watch the fight. Like Tyson, he's just not scared. He's just throwing back, giving it back. And what I'm saying is when that goes, that's when a man needs to retire. When that killer instinct goes, just like with your guy, man. What's the brother's name, man? The Nigerian brother,
Francis Ngannou.
Yeah, Ngannou. He's like, no, not him. In boxing, he'll get stopped.
Oh God, of course he's gonna get stopped.
I don't even know why he's running that down. Wilder. I'll talk about that in a second. the guy who Leon fought,
Oh, Kamaru
Usman, he was sold as this killer. Like, yo, killer, pound for pound, yo.
Yeah.
And that, now Leon done that to him. I know they're fighting, is it March or May?
March.
Look, I'm telling you, Leon's confidence is going to go through the roof because he knows, yo, I can hurt you.
Yeah, man.
I've done it to you before, so he now is going to be looking for that. And that's with humans. That's what they call breaking your will, breaking your spirit. And that's what I'm saying. Mayweather, he needs to just allow it. Now, if you got that much money, you made all this money, legend, all the rest of it, yo, hang it up, man. Forget these joke fights, man. It shows you couldn't have as much bread as you say you got.
But this is it.
Still jumping in the ring?
His spending habits, man. You know more than me about this here, but because I ask myself the same question. I'm thinking, okay, it seems like he's coming back like every New Year's Eve and he's doing these Ryzen fights and stuff. And then since like last New Year's Eve, he's done like what, 3? This is like his 3rd exhibition fight. I'm like, my man must be just burning out his money. Or he's not paying it because there wasn't any problems with IRS and all that business a couple of years back. 5 odd years back or something.
Yeah. I mean, there's been talks about like money, like he's had tax issue, like back in the day. But what it is, you know, when you have a lifestyle of like flying private or even maintaining a private plane, maintaining a designer clothes habit where it comes out, you have to have it. Cars, where every time the new plate drops, we know that new plates drop every 6 months. And not only do new plates drop, models change. Models tend to change every 2 years. I remember there was a bar back in the day where Tony Yayo said, I want to get the new range because they changed the grill. Like, now, the lyrics sound sick when I was younger, but when you think about it when you're older, you were going to change your Range Rover because the grill changed. But that's how enough people think.
Yeah.
So Mayweather, remember, we're not talking about no little, you know, the cars that everyday people drive. We're talking about 500,000 cars, Rolls Royces, Ferraris. And you got to remember, these man in that world, they love to say, all my cars is paid for, man. All my cars cash, dog.
Yeah.
So when you live that kind of life, buying cash cars like that every 6 months, yo, there's a lot of leakage. Now, not to mention the travel, the entourage, the houses. Yo, and then you're not active no more. That money's not coming in no more. And even though he says, I've made all these smart investments and where you don't know. You don't know how he's eating.
Let's talk.
And look how much man are leaving PBC.
Yes.
Bear man, like Wilder's gone. Andy Ruiz has gone now.
Yep.
So that looks like something's going wrong there. I was listening to the Adrian Broner interview. Something's going wrong with PBC. And obviously I stand behind what they were trying to do, but there's something going wrong with that company, and Mayweather's a huge part of that company. So you have to think the fact he keeps jumping in the ring, the UC Beckham playing football. Now he's involved in football, he's got his own team, but you don't see him getting on the pitch because this is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Mayweather, joke thing, but I won't be watching anyway. I didn't even know he was fighting, to be honest.
Aaron Chalmers, the Geordie Shore who fought in Bellator a couple of times.
Okay, is it in Dubai or something?
I'm sure it's Dubai.
Yeah, Dubai. One thing about Dubai, coming off topic slightly. I made a video a couple years ago. I believe it was the rematch when Joshua fought Ruiz.
Okay.
And I broke down. Dubai had a plan. There's a picture of Dubai, and I speak about the UAE in general, but we'll speak about Dubai. There's a picture, and this picture, matter of fact, if I can find it now, I'll send it to you, Noble, so you know, so you know what I'm talking about. There's a picture of Dubai. Oh, done. Nah, I can't even find it.
You do post.
Ah, I got it. I'm sending this to you now, Noble, yeah?
Blessed.
And this is just to back up what I'm gonna say now. So look at that on your WhatsApp, yeah?
Okay.
That's Dubai in 1960, and then the second picture is Dubai in 2019. Can you see it?
Okay.
Can you see that?
Yes.
Can you see that? Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So, what Dubai did, they got oil, had oil, none, but oil, as you know, is not going to be as valuable as it was previously, what it's going to be in the future. As the world's moving forward, you can see that cars are going electric, all this stuff, things are changing.
Mhm.
There's a lot of different ways to run things now. Oil,
Yeah.
it's not just oil anymore. So Dubai have known this for a long time.
Yes.
I would actually say they knew this probably before that first picture was taken. So they had a plan. Dubai had a plan to turn their place into like the capital of the world almost. And how were they going to do that? They built one of the best airlines in the world. If you notice, they put a lot of money behind the airline. So the Arsenal kit, if you're watching the States, a lot of people are sponsored by Emirates.
Yep.
They invested heavy in the A380, you know, those triple decker planes.
Yes.
They invested heavy in American culture. So when you go to Dubai, you see Starbucks, McDonald's, KFC, and not to mention all of the Italian designers, all of the super malls, the
Mhm.
buildings, the attractions. They're building up Universal Studios now. So what I'm trying to explain is they had a plan to bring everyone to that place. So when the oil started to die down, the state can still survive.
Tourism. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, tourism, and that's what they did now. Dubai, I would say, is the capital of the world now, in terms of everyone goes there for pitch. Like all these Americans, Canadians,
Mm-hmm.
British people, everyone goes there, and they put money behind these events to get people to buy into the idea of Dubai.
Yes.
So Mayweather can go to them, and a little idiot fight like that, they're probably getting paid millions for that because they want those names. Dubai. There's men who are just exclusively fighting in Dubai. What's my man's name? Badu Jack.
Yeah.
He's made more money in Dubai than he did in the States.